All right, everything's all set up. You boys ready to see something extravagant?
I can't believe you, Joe.
Now hold the phone. You guys said we could play whatever I wanted.
I know. It's just, don't you want to schedule a time for us to come back to this? Because, I mean, we just finished the Mario 3 challenge, and then that tier list before that. Don't you want to just chill right now?
Oh, no. Nice try there, Jack. You think I'm that stupid?
I mean, do you want me to lie?
You guys and I both know that rescheduling means you're just going to keep dodging me. So we're going to do this shit today.
I'm just surprised that you already had the flash drive on you.
What can I say? I've been planning this for a while.
So, what's the history with this?
Well, like we hinted at before, Joe's history with Minecraft map making is a bit, I mean, what do we even call it?
Questionable?
Sure, that's a polite way of putting it.
Listen, man, I know that the previous maps had some issues. Between Quest to Kill the Ender Dragon's poor level design and a series of events' wonky storytelling, I made sure to take a step back with this last map to focus on its quality. So what you're going to be experiencing today is not going to be a repeat of history, but rather an actual engaging experience that'll put some smiles on your faces.
I mean, hey, I think it's worth it to at least hear him out.
I mean, all right, then why don't we start this by hearing what the map's about?
Well, to keep it straight with you guys, I sort of took the initial idea for a series of events and made it what it should have been.
Okay, so it's just a bunch of different level genres or something?
Essentially.
Got it. And what about the story? Is it a continuation of the one we've been following?
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but I will say that this map is not going to be tied to the original story. It's its own thing.
All right then. Donald, do you want to have a go at it?
No, not really.
Aw, come on, don't be a buzzkill, Donald.
I'm sorry, I'm feeling a bit fatigued from the challenge. Why don't you play it, Barry?
Because I played the last one.
Okay, but I played the first one.
Jeez, man, are you guys being for real right now?
Wait, I have an idea. Let's make George play it.
Why me?
It's simple, George. You said you've never seen our videos covering Joe's maps before, right? So what better introduction than to actually play one?
I actually kind of dig that reasoning.
I gotta say, that does sound kind of interesting.
But Minecraft has never really been my thing, so I wouldn't know how to play.
Don't worry, bro. It ain't too complex. We'll walk you through it.
Yeah, it'll be all right. So, you ready to do this?
May as well, I guess.
Fallen. Now let's get to some venturing.
I can't help but find your enthusiasm to be a red
Whoa,
flag.
what the hell?
There ain't no red flags over here, Donald. I'm just hyped to finally be covering this with you guys. This map in particular is by far the beefiest of the three.
How long did it take you to make it?
So, the original
Okay, so
production
space
was
to jump,
sometime a year or so ago, which took
WASD
about
to
3 or
move.
4 straight months. But after we covered a series of events, I went back and dedicated another 5 months to perfecting it.
Shift is crouch.
You figuring things out over there?
Donald, back up from the mic a bit.
Sorry.
I think I have the basics down. Now I
Big
just need
Biden
to...
says hello there. Thank you for volunteering to be a part of Big Biden's big adventure. Please move forward.
Oh, good. You brought back the voice.
Oh, absolutely. It's hilarious.
A word from Big Biden.
Before I dive into this, George, I'd like to tell you that I'll be summarizing each of the books so you don't have to spend much time on them.
Well, I'll at least click through each page so the people at home can pause and read.
Very good. So anyway, welcome, boys, to Big Biden's Extravagant Expedition.
Extravagant expedition?
Is that title a playoff of something?
Joe, you somehow did a double typo. That's supposed to say trials, but you spelled trails with an added S.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Never change, buddy.
Eat a dick. Anyway, this book pretty much just welcomes you and gives you your first objective, which is to get to the Biden Manor.
I already can't with these area names.
I'm calling it right now that the Biden Manor is like Josiah's secret hideout or some goofy shit.
I told you that this map wasn't connected to all that.
Who the hell's Josiah?
He's Joe's original character that he chose to give his own last name to.
What? Seriously, Joe?
Go ahead, I know.
That's like some 2012 DeviantArt type of shit.
Okay, you can tone that back a bit.
Big Biden says before we put you through the main challenge, you are required to complete 2 training sessions.
You really made a tutorial level?
Yeah, I figured it'd be a fun idea for the newer players.
The newer players? As if this game isn't already played by billions of people?
I guess I'll go to the shooting range first.
I mean, if you really think about it,
Big Biden says this section will test your aim. Oh, and pro tip. Be sure to take advantage of your shield.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just about to give Joe some credit because Donald, while an insane number of people have already introduced themselves to this game, we're literally in a situation right now where we're watching a person who hasn't played the game before play one of Joe's maps.
Actually, I've played Minecraft before. It's just not really a game that held my interest, to be honest. Okay, so I picked up on how to shoot, but is there a way I can have my shield equipped with my bow?
Yeah, if you hit the E button, you'll see your inventory open up. On there is a block with a shield icon. You can drop it there. But just bear in mind that using the shield is the same button as shooting an arrow. So if you want to use it, you can't be wielding your bow at the same time.
That's fucking lame, but all right.
If I were you, I'd also be taking extra items because of their durability.
Ooh, good info there, thank you. Are these more dialogue? What? Oh, shit.
Oh, God. We're back to the
Son of
enemy
a bitch,
pressure plates
no.
again.
Joe, did you really not learn your lesson from our last experience?
It'll be fine.
Big
Trust me,
Biden
I made
says
sure
this
to use
section
them
will
more
test your
strategically.
aim.
How the hell do I put myself out?
You gotta stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, how can I do that?
You can't do that in Minecraft, George.
Oh, okay, you're being fucking
Biden
stupid.
says hello there.
Damn it, Donald. Just ridiculous.
I didn't even do anything. You're just being a piss baby because you lost in a tutorial level.
Wow, not even through the first part of the prologue, and we're already screaming at each other. That's got to be a record.
What's this? What
Oh
the
my
hell?
God.
I jumped.
You got to get a running start with those wall and
Big
fence
Biden
post
says
platforms.
Biden says to enter the manor, you must obtain 1 key. Please proceed to the left.
Wait a minute.
Big Biden says to enter the manor, you must obtain 1 key.
Why does this dialogue
Please
keep popping
proceed
up?
to the left.
Obviously, Joe put a command block somewhere that has mobs walking around.
Did he just walk into the lava?
Guess bro didn't want to swing.
I guess I just dropped down.
Right, but just inch forward a bit. See? Good work.
Hoping this is it for this section.
Biden
Almost.
says
You just got to go
magnificent
through a quick
platform.
enemy rush.
Try to jump over some of those, it'll spare you the frustration.
Come on, Barack, why are you being like that?
We just started, I do not want him to be swarmed by your nonsense.
About to go in for the finisher. Pow! Right in the skull. What's so fucking funny?
Nothing. I could just feel the raw energy behind that scream. I felt my desk tremble.
I mean, I could always practice my war cries while chasing you with one of these mic stands if you'd like.
Now, you couldn't catch me. I'm too fast.
I outran 2 of Jeb's AI bots. You think I can't catch up to Orange Grimace?
Oh, fuck you. What? It wasn't that funny, you bozos.
Sorry, no, I don't know why that got me. It was hilarious.
You're so stupid. I hate you.
All right, well, it looks like I'm pretty much loaded out at the moment. Extra shields, extra weapons, and plenty of food.
Now you just need to get that melee training key, and we'll be good to go.
Before I forget, am I to assume this to be armor?
Right, that's a golden chest plate.
Why is the word durable put between apostrophes?
Oh, I was just trying to be funny there because next to leather, gold is actually one of the least durable pieces of armor in the game.
To give it a bit of some credit, they at least made it optimal armor to use when traversing the nether, and I think it has a higher chance of getting better enchantments as well.
This is true.
The zombies will likely try to increase their numbers.
More pressure plate shit, George. Be ready.
You know, weirdly enough, I'd actually enjoy a bit of some combat.
Yeah, such a rush, am I right?
I don't know why this feels like a more flushed out version of that zombie boy fight from before.
Well, it's sort of a similar concept because we're essentially running down a mossy cobblestone hallway that spawns zombies.
Except that hallway you're referring to with Zeke was just a large rectangular room.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Those zombies can get pretty aggressive.
Yeah, that singular zombie proved to be quite the
Big
challenge.
Biden
Hang
says
tight for a
outstanding
second.
work. Now that you're done with your training, you may now continue on to the main game.
Is it game time?
You're damn right, Donald. So let me start by laying down the
wow.
foundation of this little adventure. You take the role of an explorer who's hungry for excitement, destined to scratch that itch for an adrenaline-packed adventure. You travel to a mysterious temple, which harbors a structure which holds several deadly trials.
Ah, yes, the mysterious temple dubbed the Biden Manor.
You're such a damn vibe killer.
Is any of that info here in the book?
No, the book you're looking at is mostly just an introduction to the hub world you've entered.
A hub world, eh?
So the building I'm supposed to be heading to is a scaled-down version of the end area, I'm assuming?
Is that not exactly what the book said?
Not if you actually rate it, you dingbat.
No, again, the book just talks about the hub world and makes reference of the things to come as you progress. But before we can access the first door, there is a challenge that George must complete. Proceed forward for me, please.
Oh, look, it's a turtle.
Yeah, these are one of my favorite mobs.
I'm gonna call him Kevin.
Big Biden says to enter the manor, you must obtain 1 key.
Ah,
Please proceed to the left.
okay, so you were the one triggering this dialogue. Let's go ahead and get you back in the water, away from the pressure plate.
So the dialogue mentioned having to go to the left.
Yeah, if you follow Kevin, he actually swam in the direction of those lily pads.
All right, then let's see what you got for us, Joe.
I gotta say, I'm noticing a bit of some quality with this place.
It's definitely the best in-between level area we've seen. But I'm reserving my judgment for the actual meat of this map, you know?
Don't worry, guys, you're going to be pleasantly surprised with what I got for us today.
Is that a frog statue?
Astute observation. Behind this statue is the first official level of this journey.
You got a level name for it?
Big Biden's ore mine.
Oh boy, a cave level?
Excuse me, is there a problem?
Only if you remember the immaculate design of the original cave level you created in Quest.
Good on you for preventing cheating with invisible blocks, I guess.
Look, for the final time, I get where you guys are coming from, but I'm just going to let the map speak for itself.
Big Biden says prepare to take a plunge down into Biden's ore mine.
A plung?
I rest my case.
Just enter the goddamn level.
Wow, look at all this.
Oh damn, for real?
Did you just find an actual cave or something?
No, this is a 64-block super flat world. Everything here was made custom by yours truly. In fact, most of it is actually poking out of the ground. If I can remember, I'll send Ben a screenshot to add in post.
Okay, so what's the objective here in this ore mine?
So to start, our explorer takes the role of a brave miner whose team experiences a massive earthquake. Fortunately, the casualties were kept at a minimum, But there seems to be a growing problem at the heart of the cavern that
Says,
puts
"I
you
know
and
this
your
sounds
colleagues
stupid,
in peril."
But we had our keys stored in these types of minecarts. One of our guys wasn't supervising them properly when the earthquake hit. Now we're looking all over for them.
Okay, so I have to get keys.
You couldn't wait for me to get to that?
Joe, you're the one who turned on the Microsoft Sam voice. Don't get mad at me.
Miner says of all the fucking oh hi. Be careful when you go down there. Some nearby volcano erupted, causing some kind of earthquake.
A nearby volcano?
Oh God, this has Mount Morte written all over it.
Would you bozos
good,
calm
a
down?
checkpoint.
It's just a damn reference.
What do you have to say?
Miner says I hope you're ready for what's down there.
Based off of Donald and Barack's apparent PTSD, I hope so too.
Miner says hello.
Hi.
Miner says always good to see new faces.
I like these guys. They're friendly. So just to recap, I'm supposed to be looking for minecarts with chests in them?
Right, and there's a total of 4 that you'll need to find.
It definitely seems like we have a lot of ground to cover by the look of this place.
Kind of adding to that, I don't know if I'm just being hyper aware of overused Joe level ideas, but does this place seem kind of mazy to you guys?
I mean, it's a cavern, so wouldn't that be kind of fitting?
Well, I suppose, but I don't know.
Look, I ain't going to be keeping any secrets with this map, with the exception of spoilers, of course. But one thing I wanted to try as a way to challenge myself is to keep one theme per level. So to address your suspicion, yes, this is a maze-themed level.
Well, I do actually agree with George when he says that the whole cave concept meshes well with the maze theme. But at the end of the day, it's all just going to
what do we
depend
have
on
here?
execution.
Right.
You guys see all this?
Geez, Joe, is this supposed to be a multiplayer map or something?
It's definitely encouraged, but to keep with tradition, I'm happy with this being a single-player playthrough.
George, you could take advantage of that by grabbing spare pieces of food and equipment.
Yeah, I've technically been doing that since the tutorial level, but I don't really see the point in carrying a bunch of miners' gear.
If I were you, I'd recommend taking one set to wear and another as a backup. Mainly because there's quite a few lava areas and the armor is equipped with fire protection 4.
That's pretty much what I was thinking too.
Miner says I used to enjoy riding the minecarts around. I guess it's going to be some time before I can do that again.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait a sec, is that one of those key chests?
Well, how about that? Right in plain sight. Oh shit, and more food too.
For a single-player campaign, it is pretty generous, I have to say.
For what we got coming, he's definitely going to need it.
Ominous.
Deja vu.
What the hell is this?
It's a little spyglass to help him scope out any incoming areas.
I dig it. I'm keeping it. All right, let's see if I can find my way back. What are you doing?
Miner says, smiley face.
Okay, perfect.
There was another pathway over there to your right. Maybe we should go there next.
Okie doke, let's see what's over here.
Could there be anything in those little crevices?
No, he's on the right track.
Bunch of random stuff?
Miner says that was some fucking earthquake.
Yeah, I guess so. This place looks trashed.
Wait, check it out. There's another minecart chest.
Good eye, Donald.
Ain't there fall damage in this game, though?
Yeah, but see that water right there? If you land in it, then you'll be fine.
Neat. 2 down, 2 to go.
I still can't believe Joe's way of getting us to play this was to fake kindness.
For what it's worth, the statement on my feelings toward the challenge was true.
But you did more of your mind game manipulation to get us to be like, ooh, you know what? Joe's been so kind, let's let him pick a game.
Again, you and I both know that if I just asked, you'd find a way to say
Whoa.
no.
You don't know that.
Donald, let's be honest, we more than likely would have.
Maybe you would, but I'd like to give myself the benefit of the doubt.
For the love of God, Donald.
Finally. Looks like we almost did a loop around to the starting point.
Miner says be sure to watch your step. Miner says go away. I'm busy.
Doing what? Staring at a wall?
It is kind of peculiar how most of the villagers are looking away from you.
Yeah, I don't remember them doing that when making this level, so I don't know what that's about.
They're like, please, don't put me on camera. I don't want my family to know I'm in a Biden Minecraft map.
You are so fucking stupid, it's contagious.
So where should I go?
Okay, so over to the right, you'll actually see the first of the 4 gates you'll need to unlock.
Let's see what this guy says.
Miner says see that guy over there? Well, he's an idiot.
I guess let's go find out why.
Miner says yeah, I lost the 4 keys during the earthquake. But what the fuck am I supposed to do? Fuck it, right?
All right, you know what? I'm starting to love these NPCs.
Yeah, I like how they were handled here too. It's nice to actually continue interacting with things rather than stopping to read a book every 5 seconds.
Right, and the added voice sort of adds to the humor.
Thank you, fellas. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far.
So would the right assumption be that the remaining keys are over here?
Well, this next guy will give you the hint on that.
Miner says look at this fucking place. They really expect me to find those tiny ass keys in here.
Got it.
This room, while definitely large, doesn't seem like it's all that difficult to navigate.
Yeah, I'm going to throw out a guess and say that there's one on the far left and another on the right.
I saw it up top. Keep going.
Oh yeah, I see it. That makes 3.
Cool, now head to the opposite side.
Good call there, Donald. Now we have all 4 keys.
So with all 4 keys now in your possession, you quickly dash to the first gate, anticipating some more answers as to what happened in this ore mine.
Didn't we already confirm that it was an earthquake caused by a volcano eruption?
Yes, but what could have caused the eruption?
I don't know, Earth-type shit?
Wonderful, Donald. Your imagination truly has no bounds.
Hang on a sec. What the fuck was that?
It looks like a wither skeleton.
The hell's a wither skeleton?
It's the thing you're looking at.
Wow, thank you.
In the lore, what you are now seeing is one of the many vengeful spirits who prey upon those who disturb their dark domain. Infuriated by the construction of the mine, the Guardian gathers its legions at the heart of the cavern and sends them out to cause havoc for the miners.
So these are the guys who caused the earthquake.
That is correct.
Interesting.
So I gotta fight these guys?
You can either run or fight. Either will get you through the emerald
What
section.
the? Okay, maybe I should just swing at them.
You better be careful. You see all those dumbass pressure plates?
I know. I'm navigating around them.
Okay, but remember, the enemies can trigger them too. So you can get swarmed pretty easily.
So long as he stops running and utilizes his shield, he should be fine. See? No issues.
What the heck's wrong with my HP?
It inflicted its wither effect on you, which is essentially like being poisoned.
Oh, I was about to ask how to get rid of it. Fantastic. We got more of those things.
Kinda interesting that we're fighting enemies like these off the rip, Joe.
They're not that difficult, you know.
A swarm of wither skeletons compared to skeletons or even zombies? Yeah, I'm sorry, but that could be pretty challenging.
But Barry, it's only challenging if you step on the fucking pressure plate.
Yeah, which is something that Joe makes pretty easy to do.
Maybe in the last map, but from what I've been seeing here, at least so far, George has been stepping over them on purpose.
For the most part, yeah. Though I'll admit, it does look like these guys are multiplying a bit.
True, but it at least looks like you're handling it pretty well.
Not gonna lie, that was kind of fun.
Definitely could have been worse. Good job, bro.
So with the emerald sector cleared, you progress through the second gate to see a smaller group of miners.
All right?
Miner says you made it through those things. Wow, incredible.
Thank you, friend.
Ooh, grab some of those buckets. You'll get a lot of good use out of them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if you fill one up with water, you can use it to cheese certain platforming areas as well as break long falls so long as you time the placement.
But I would appreciate it if you don't deliberately try to cheat the map.
Nah, don't worry. I actually think it would be kind of lame to do that. But I am curious about what I could do with a lava bucket.
Miner says you should take a minecart down the path. It'll get you to the heart of the cave quicker.
Sure, that sounds fun.
Those are in that big chest.
All right, let's do this.
Hit the button behind you.
Whoa, what happened?
What the fuck?
Is it broken?
Try it again real quick. What? Okay, maybe jump in it, but push forward. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, so that's not normal.
Could it be the tracks he used?
I have no idea. I've never seen this before.
That couldn't be the fucking problem. I play tested this shit multiple times before, and this has never happened.
Okay, but maybe something just got updated. I mean, who knows?
Well, that was fucking lame. Sorry about that, George.
Literally no big deal. It was just a quick walk.
Miner says where the hell is Jim?
Well, where the hell is Jim, Joe?
What the fuck's with that energy?
Sorry, I didn't think you'd react like that. I'm just trying to entertain myself.
Fucking Christ.
Jesus.
Oh, look, I think I found him.
Miner says I ain't coming out. Y'all can go fight that monster. I don't give a fuck.
Fret not, Jim. I'll take care of everything. So, Joe, I take it this is the third gate over here?
Right, the third key unlocks the path which leads to the heart of the cave. But as a heads up, just know that the gold sector is much more dangerous than any of the areas you've been so far.
I'm sure I can manage.
More pressure plates.
No problem. There definitely seems to be more lava in this area. It also seems like the miners haven't done much building either.
That's because they haven't had a chance to do much excavating here. Attempts were definitely made, But the overall issue with the spirits really put a delay in major construction of minecart areas and shit like that.
So, curious question, Joe. Are these guys only hostile towards us because we're essentially invading their home?
You could definitely interpret it that way. However, when thinking up the lore for these guys, I just had it in mind to make them simple, malicious entities. By the way, George, I would like to encourage you to explore the area before finding the boss.
I'd be happy to, but will I get stuck if I accidentally run into the guy?
No, that shouldn't happen. He's behind a couple doors.
So what do you think, Barry?
About what?
Which map had the better first level? A series of events or this?
I'm not gonna lie. As polished as this may look so far, I think Morte's Peak still carries the edge.
Really? Even though this level has more enemies?
The story you wrote for that single level carried the whole map, Joe. I don't really know what else to say.
What do we have here?
Ooh.
2 enchanted apples?
Yeah, this last area has a few goodies hidden in specific areas.
You got any secret areas hidden around here, like the ones in Quest?
Now, any of the little bonuses you find are simply in chests. Nothing major.
I guess let's try going left.
Definitely starting to feel kind of mazy right now.
But I don't know if you can really even call it that, because so far the alternate paths have just left to dead ends.
Do mazes not have dead-end paths, George?
Of course they do, Donald. All I'm saying is that this just feels different to me from a traditional maze.
It's just a cave that forks into different pathways. I don't think we need to get into a game of semantics.
All right, let's see if there's anything over here.
Suspicious looking corner?
Fully expecting there to potentially be an ambush or something.
Did you seriously not see it?
Was it another pressure plate?
George, try to be a bit more cautious in these claustrophobic areas.
Okay, 10-4.
Bro really rested his hand on his shoulder and said, George, try to play more boring.
Once again, bro, I'm just trying to spare him from an early headache, so you can fuck off with the sarcasm.
Holy shit, attack power's 10?
And it's got fire aspect, so most of the enemies you hit will catch on fire.
That's fucking metal. I'm trading my swords for a few of these. About to swing at these jerks like I'm Kratos.
Kratos had an axe with ice attributes. It's not really the same.
Oh yeah. When you got a big-ass blade jutting out of your forehead, I'm sure what matters is whether it gives you a fever or brain freeze.
You know, I would have said fair, but you had to say it like such a smartass.
Miner says the creature on the other side of that wall is the one responsible for all this.
Time to face the big bear in the cave, George. You ready?
Is it actually a bear?
You'll find out in a moment. Just head over to those double doors.
I've been curious to see how these bosses were handled.
What do you got your money on, Barry? A big statue or an armor stand?
Well, I'll go ahead and be fair by giving him the benefit of the doubt when I say he'll spawn us a mob.
Well, thank you, because, yeah, I did make sure to focus solely on mob-based fights for these battles.
Hey, is there supposed to be a lever or something? Because I can't get through.
Wait, what?
Oh my God, you forgot another fucking lever?
Fuck it all, just move over, I'll fix this. Place it in that corner spot next to the diamonds.
Did you really have to make it serious like that?
You don't know why that's so funny? It's hilarious.
Anyway, George, you finally made it to the heart of the cavern to face the evil force that haunts the mines. The greedy spirit of stone, known as the Cavern Guardian.
Is that a fucking wither skeleton decked out in netherite gear?
Holding 2 netherite swords, yes.
Cool.
Wow.
Joe, do you not think that's a bit much for the first boss?
Barack, you're eating your mic. Back up.
Bro may look intimidating, Barack, but remember, George has that axe. I deliberately hit it in the first level to help him out with some of the more challenging fights.
Okay, so you deliberately made this an easier experience for him?
Not when you know what's coming. And that's all I'll say on that.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm piecing together that you hit a set number of keys around here, and I have to collect them while fighting the boss, correct?
You catch on quick.
But that means the bosses are optional.
I mean, were they ever technically not?
It'd be boring as hell if I just chose to ignore the boss, Donald, so...
So, is the axe ever going to come out, or are you going to stab him like you're Bugs Bunny?
Shut up, I'm trying to go at him with full health.
You can't do that if you've been withered, smartass.
Okay, I'm going in. Calculated retreat.
Jesus.
Maybe I should have added more wither skeleton spawner.
Now, this is fine.
It's kind of lame when you can just snipe it from afar.
Whatever. You can't lie and tell me that the Guardian didn't give him a run for his money. So anyway, with the Guardian defeated, the curse that was inflicted upon this cave has finally been lifted. The miners are now able to provide for their village by returning with countless valuables to help enrich their people. With your first good deed now complete, you may return to the hub and proceed forward.
Alrighty then.
So what are your opinions on that first level now that it's concluded?
Honestly, I thought it was pretty fun. The story was simple, the dialogue was relatively entertaining, and given the overall theme, I think the level was decently constructed.
Well, we've been duped by a first level before, so for now I'll just say it was decent.
Hard to be wowed by a cave level, but Not bad.
Well, if you guys are looking to be wowed, then just wait till you see what's behind that door.
Quite a bit of an introduction, eh? I mean, given how these maps have gone, it would be rather reasonable to assume it to be a rocky start. Oh, wait a second. Apologies. Were you expecting Ben? Yeah, I thought about keeping the fourth wall up initially, but being that this is more than likely going to be my final Minecraft map for the channel, it only seemed right to pop in to drop some facts about it for you guys. More significantly, I want to make sure to give both context and credit for some of the structures you'll be seeing throughout this series. To keep it brief, this map, much like the other two, were originally projects only meant to be shared with my close friends. I wanted my last map to be something that was both engaging and aesthetically pleasing. But because I am in all sincerity not the most creative builder, I found myself deferring to looking up tutorials on how to build certain structures. I didn't really see an issue with it at the time because, again, it wasn't originally intended to be publicly posted. But now that I've made the decision to turn this map into its own series, I personally feel uncomfortable with the thought of not properly giving credit to those whose builds I borrowed. With that being said, here's a screenshot of the 3 videos I watched when trying to think up ideas for things to put in my hub world. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. It isn't like a water fountain of all things is that intricate to get creative with, but I felt compelled back then to go with these designs. And here we are. There are going to be more things down the road which I'll be sure to also credit, but I will obviously save them for the episodes where they are fully shown off. But until then, what do you think of Joe's map so far? Do you think that he finally cracked the code? We'll certainly see in the upcoming episode. Until then, thank you all so much for watching and for all the continued support. Do have a great day and, of course, stay cool.